You hear this? Welcome again. Subscribe, like. You like my bell? It is what it is. We have the topic up, my friend. Is drugs the answer? Is it? I don't know. Again, we have to, and I'm not going into details about defining drugs. I don't give a fuck. It's all across the board. Yeah? It's what you take. It's what you see as your drug of choice. Yeah? Some people like the marijuana, which I don't think is a drug, but here in Holland it is. Yes, anything higher than white widow is fucked up. I cannot smoke that shit.
Yeah.
I get crazy. When I smoke amnesia, I just immediately. Yeah? The marijuana, the cocaine, the heroin, the even the pill, ecstasy, all that shit. Is it the answer? Yeah? And I'm not saying you should go and try shit. Mark that, yeah? I'm not saying nothing. So first of all, if you are listening to me, and you're a young person, go and talk to your mama or daddy. I'm not here to school you about shit. You shouldn't follow me. If your mother not teaching you how it should go, don't come here looking that I should teach you how it should go. I don't give a fuck about you. For real, real, real. Yeah? I'm not here to groom no youngsters. Yeah? But when I sit as a person and I sit down and look, Amy Winehouse, you know who was Amy Winehouse?
Yeah, of course.
Yeah, she died. She said, I don't want to go to rehab. I said, no, bitch, you should have went. No, she's dead. Yeah, she should have went to rehab because no, yeah, this song, yeah. They wanted me to go to rehab. I said, no. Then she died.
Yeah.
But when I hear Amy Winehouse without being high, when I hear her without a little without some booger sugar, when she's not sniffing or drinking some alcohol, she sound like shit. She sound like garbage.
Yeah.
But when she has just the right amount of, well, she died of alcohol overdose, not alcohol, heroin overdose, so whatever, drugs overdose. I don't want to put what she died of. You understand? But it was some drugs. But anyhow, when she's just at that right peak, whether it be alcohol, heroin, or cocaine, when she's not had enough, but not had too little, she was just in the middle of this shit. She sounded perfect. You could listen to her all night. Because she was just at the right amount of thing in her system. And again, I don't know what she had in it. But you can go and do your research. She had something in her system. That's why the fucker died. And I shed no tears for her. Yeah, because she lived on the edge, she just fall off one day. That's just it.
It's her choice of life, right?
Exactly.
Yeah.
So when she died, I didn't care. It's like, oh, okay. Another one bite the dust. Yeah? But that was her answer. The drugs was her answer to it. Maybe it took her from this reality to somewhere else. Who am I to say she was wrong? I don't care. I just don't care. Yeah? But she was famous. The last couple of years of her life, she lived well. A lot of us would trade anything we have.
Really good music.
Exactly. But she didn't make it without that substance.
No, it's like the same with like Jimi Hendrix.
No, we're getting there. We're
Morrison,
getting there. Don't
etc.
burst my bubble. We're getting there. We're getting there. Heath Ledger. He won the Oscar for Joker. And he was on some substance. Because he died from it. Yeah? What if Heath Ledger didn't take the substance and did the Joker? It would have been boring. They might have fired the guy. You understand? He took what he took. And then, voila, we are the Joker. The best, even now, with the cinematic universe, the Marvel, nothing's top Joker. Nothing. Everybody all agree the Joker is the best fucking... 2008, that one, yeah, The Dark Knight is the best comic book movie ever made. That's what they say now, yeah? Although Avengers made a lot, but yeah, they look at that as the blueprint.
Yeah, I agree, man.
Yeah, it is fucking good.
Yeah, man.
Yeah? And the guy was high. Every scene you see him in, he was high as fuck. But he did what he did. So again, is it the answer? I'm not saying yes, I'm not saying no, but you made the decision. I don't know. And then you mentioned Jimi
I get
Hendrix.
like medication for my ADHD, right? So, and if I learned one thing, is that a lot of people tend to think that like medication, now I'm talking about pharmaceuticals, right?
Yeah, the word.
Like they think it's a wonder
Wonder
substance or anything, but it doesn't do that.
Yeah.
So yeah, I think it's important for people to check themselves on what they're using to keep themselves afloat, right?
Exactly.
Because especially in Netherlands, a lot of people are getting fucked up on shit, you know, here. So
Here, yeah. A lot of homeless people here. We talked about that in the previous video. A lot of homeless people here. And I don't know why. But did you know, before, in the last maybe 5-10 years, only then did Mexico overtook Holland, this country that I'm living in now, only then did Mexico overtook us in ecstasy producing.
Yeah.
We used to produce the most ecstasy on the planet.
yeah,
You can imagine. on the fucking planet.
yeah, I know.
It's weird. I couldn't believe that shit. Only now because the cartel kill everybody in Mexico, and Mexico is just
Yeah,
a
but
bar, a
that's-
shit wall.
That's like the difference between the Netherlands and something like Mexico, America. You know, like here the government knows they should just let people
Yeah.
take their drugs.
And
make
I'm
their
pro
drugs
police.
To
I
a
like the
certain
police.
To a certain extent, they allow it because if you're gonna fight against it, you get shit like New Orleans or something,
Yeah,
right?
people killing
And you
for
don't
it.
Want that, man? Like.
So the Dutch
That's
government
big.
just say, okay, we produce it and take it if they want.
Yeah, and they
keep it cheap.
Once every few years they
Crap
get
on a
like
big
this
deal,
one big guy, you know, and they leave most of the smaller. Yeah, well, the lowest guys they'll
Yeah,
they
yeah.
practically turn themselves in, right? And
When you
the
get too
people in
big, they
between-
take you out.
The people in between, they just use him to get to the big guy. They'll take one of the bigger guys, fine him for who knows how much money. He pays it, he gets
As
in
they
jail
should.
for a few years, he gets out.
As they should.
You can't fight that shit, man.
Did I mention I'm
So-
pro police?
Yeah.
Yeah, I love the fucking police. Oh, I love it. If I know you doing some bullshit, I will tell the police, hey, see, don't do fuckery around me. Don't do nothing illegal because I will call the police and I will point you out. I'm too old to go to jail. Just the way I see it, isn't me? But as I said, now Mexico overtook us because we just relax and give them the shit. You mentioned Jimi Hendrix, yeah?
Yeah.
He was high as fuck and he created the best music. Again, I'm not saying you should get high and do shit, but I'm not your fucking parents. Get that straight. I'm not here to fucking lecture you in doing the right shit. Because I don't care about you. To be honest, I don't care about you. If your name is not Teflon or my child, no, I don't care about you. I'm just here to speak my point. Take it or leave it. Jimi Hendrix, yeah? Best. He touch a guitar, he can give you an orgasm with his guitar playing. You, not me. But anyhow, and then all the rock and roll era, 60s, 70s, 80s, all of them, barring none. There was higher kite under that era coming up. Yeah, all of them, every last one. I never hear a rock and roll guy say, yo, he never took drugs, never take alcohol. I don't know one.
Me neither, man.
They all do it. And some died, some are still alive. So, what is it? Is it in the drugs or is it in the abusing of drugs? What is
I
it?
wouldn't know, man. I think
It's
yeah,
weird.
I think it's different per person, right? So yeah.
Do
I
you
don't
think drugs select those who can mentally take it or physically take it? And I don't want to say drugs select like drugs is going around select.
No,
But I think if you cannot take it, then your body just reject it immediately and you're on a low. I have no idea what.
Yeah, no, but like I said, I've got ADHD medication, right? And I can do my shit, my school stuff. I can do that without it. But if I have my ADHD medication, I can do it way easier. And
As you should.
get it way more structured and stuff like that, right?
You're more focused.
Yeah, and if that works for me, that means
So the
that
drugs
there-
guy-
yeah, that there's a certain type of drug that helps me with my problems, and it's the same for other people. But the thing is, if you have like, if you have to drink each day to fix some problems, like that might be way more destructive than going to a doctor, let's say, or anything.
Because you don't have a problem, and then you start drinking. Then you create a problem.
Exactly.
Because you have no problem to drink down. You just like drink because there's a bottle there and you're just fucking drinking. I agree with that point. You understand? But like ADHD and so forth and so on, then blah blah blah. But does it bring out the creativeness inside you?
Yeah, it helps me.
No, not you. I'm talking about those
but
musicians.
For the musicians. Yeah, I think so.
We had a lot. 95, maybe 98% of musicians, they are on something.
Yeah, a lot of musicians are on heroin and stuff, right? So, and there are a lot of musicians who stopped doing drugs and made shit music afterwards. So I think that's your answer, right?
No, and I would send some drugs to them. And a lot of sport athletes, they are on fucking something, steroids and all sort of shit. Yeah. Which I applaud. I want all my sports players
using
to be.
Substances is. It's officially one of the driving forces of life. Like you have like eating, reproduction, shitting, pissing, like that. But you expanding your consciousness is also one of the forces, because other animals do too. Like elephants, monkeys, like all mammals, they'll look for what's it called? Fruit that's gone bad, right? Rotten fruit, and that happens like once a year. And a shit ton of animals get wasted.
High from their supply.
Yeah. So it's one of the driving forces of life. So.
Well, I don't know. As again, I don't care. I've never touched hard drugs in my life. Yeah, because I never grew up here. I grew up in Jamaica. Marijuana is the top. NOC, Cavassier, alcohol. We do that shit. But yeah, the hard drugs, no. I'm too old to start now. So that's just it. But if it helps you to be creative, fine. I cannot tell you go ahead. And I will never judge because I don't care. I'm not a father.
It's dangerous to self-medicate yourself with stuff that isn't being recommended by a professional, right? So
it is what it is. But bell, subscribe and like.